Ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to race number 20 of the 2015 NASCAR Spring Up Series season as we are live here from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the Brickyard 400. Carl Edwards in the number 19, Stanley Toyota will lead the field down in the green flag alongside former series champion Kurt Busch in the 41. Reigning champ number 4 Kevin Harvick on the inside of row number 2, and MWR's David Reagan lined up on the outside in the number 66. Brad Keselowski still looking for his first win here at the Brickyard, rolls off 5th alongside Casey Kane, who almost won this race 1 year ago. Row 4, we have the number 11 of Denny Hamlin in the Sport Clips Toyota. On the outside, Joey Logano still looking for his first win of the year. You're running out your top 10, the number 88 of Dale Earnhardt in the Nationwide Insurance Chevrolet, and Paul Menard in the number 27. Down below, you'll see the rest of your starting grid rolling across the screen. Right now, 5 drivers are officially in the chase for 2015. Hendrick Motorsports drivers Jeff Gordon and Casey Kane, with Team Penske's Brad Keselowski, Stuart Haas's Kevin Harvick, and Joe Gibbs Racing's Matt Kenseth all have 2 wins apiece, so they will be in the chase no matter what. It'll be a 24-lap race today. Yesterday we saw the number 42 of Kyle Larson pick up his 3rd career win in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, and he got his first win here at the Brickyard. Can he transfer that over to a good run today and make the chase for 2015? We'll find out as we're going to get the engines fired up for the Brickyard 400.
Drivers, start your engines!
The base car will lead the field onto the racetrack. As they do that, let's take you to the green flag. Alrighty, we are back going green this time. Before we go green, let's look at a couple of our drivers in the field and some of the stories behind them. First off, the number 22, Shell Pennzoil Ford, Joey Logano, right now 15th on the chase grid. Although he's had a lot of speed this year, he has yet to get that first W. Does it come today? The other guy on the chase board right now, but without a win, is the number 1, Jamie McMurray. Right now, 5th in points, and even that does not mean he is going to make the chase. This one car needs to stay up there in the points, or at least get a win. Some other guys trying to get their first win of the year. Right ahead of the number 1 is the 48 of Jimmy Johnson, 6-time champion, not in the chase right now. How about last year's runner-up, the number 31 of Ryan Newman, 17th on the chase grid? Does he pick up his 2nd win in the Brickyard today? The field is in the hands of Carl Edwards and Kurt Busch coming down to the green flag, and we are going to get this race under the green flag here at the Brickyard. Carl Edwards gets us underway as the outside line does not get going with Kurt Busch in the 41 and David Reagan in that 66. And to the inside for 4th place, the number 2 of Brad Keselowski and Denny Hamlin in that number 11. Here comes Dale Jr. in that 88 to the inside of David Reagan, Clint Boyer, Jeff Gordon, Joey Logano, Casey Kane. All coming off turn 2, 3 wide, back in the pack up front as well. Reagan falling back as Boyer and Earnhardt clears to 66. That leaves Jeff Gordon on the inside lane with Joey Logano behind him. Paul Menard, Jimmy Johnson, Austin Dillon, and Ryan Blaney back here in that number 21. And we got trouble back here. We saw 2 cars in the grass and a big crash back here. Now 31 is involved. Ryan Newman, 17th in the point standings. A driver who needs to win, or at least gain more points on McMurray and Logano. And he is crashed with pretty heavy damage on that number 31 of Ryan Newman, the winner here 2 years ago. And here's the number 26 of Jeb Burton, Rookie of the Year contender for BK Racing, 51. H. Scott Motorsports is Justin Allgaier. And here's Ryan Newman, a big points problem for the 31, as the 13 of Casey Mears. Turns out he was not able to start the race. So issues on the number 13 of Casey Mears, as he actually had a mechanical problem on the piece lap. Let's go back and see what happened to the number 26, the 31, and the 51. As it happens down here, Ryan Newman, Jeb Burton looks like making contact. Newman's racing the 17 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Jeb Burton's underneath. And looks like the 26 and the 31 is going to make contact after Newman tried to give Stenhouse some room. They go down on the inside wall, comes back up the track. Burton does his damage. Newman comes up, collects the number 6 of Trevor Bain. And Justin Allgaier runs in the back of the 26 of Jeb Burton. And Cole Witt just about makes contact, but he's able to get by as well. Well, all that was going on. Tough break for Casey Mears. Looks like his day is done before it can even start. That being Casey Mears. So, Ryan Newman and Justin Allgaier are out the race. They join Casey Mears in the garage. And the number 26 of Jeb Burton coming down pit road again. Trevor Bain is also there. Okay, lights are out, meaning we are going green. Jeb Burton has took his car behind the wall. We got 38 cars on track after the safety crew cleaned up all the corners down here in turn 3. Turn 4. Carl Edwards, your leader, Kevin Harvick, Denny Hamlin, Kurt Busch, and Brad Keselowski, your top 5. Clint Bowyer, Jeff Gordon, Joe Logano, Casey Kane, and Dale Jr. Outside the top 10 in 11th place is David Reagan, Paul Menard, Jimmy Johnson, Austin Dillon, and Ryan Blaney, Jamie McMurray, Martin Truex Jr., AJ Allmendinger, Sam Hornish Jr., and Matt Kenseth. Stewart, Larson, Vickers, Kyle Busch, and Greg Biffle, your top 25. The top 5, only one of them has been to victory lane at the Brickyard, that being the number 4 of Kevin Harvick. Carl Edwards trying to get a win to clinch himself a spot in the chase today. He gets back on the way here as Keselowski and Bowyer to the inside of the 41 of Kurt Busch. Second straight start, the 15 and the 41 is falling back on the outside. And the 41 loses 5 spots to Keselowski, Bowyer, Gordon, Logano, and Casey Kane all the way down to 9th place for Kurt Busch. Side by side for the lead. Here comes the 4 of Kevin Harvick. 2 wins this year, but it's really been a pretty eventful year for that number 4 of Kevin Harvick. Got the win at Atlanta and Texas. Right now, Harvick trying to get win number 3. Denny Hamlin and Carl Edwards, 2 Joe Gibbs Racing teammates, trying to clinch a spot in the chase. Jeff Gordon and Joey Logano. Logano doesn't even have a win. Could that win finally come today as he's pushing Gordon by the number 2? Now Logano takes bad entrance getting into turn 1, and Brad gets loose, almost takes out the 24. Got the 2 Penske Fords, and we got the 2 Hendrick Chevrolets of Jeff Gordon and Casey Kane, Clint Bowyer, Kurt Busch, and Dale Jr. Now your top 10. Harvick pulling away from the 19. Denny Hamlin now third, Logano and Jeff Gordon. And we got a caution on the track. Caution's back out. Trouble for the 40 of Landon Castle and the 46 of Michael Annett. They've had some problems. Caution will come out. The pace car will pick up leader Kevin Harvick. He'll be going back to green here in just a couple of laps as Logano trying to edge Gordon at the line. He does. Top 3 single file. Kevin Harvick, Carl Edwards, and Denny Hamlin. Let's see what the caution came out for. I believe it involved Landon Castle and Michael Annett. Yes, it does. 3 wide situation. Michael Annett bounces off Brett Moffitt, comes down into Landon Castle, and the 40 spins out. The 46 did not spin out, but he did get some contact along with the 34 of Brett Moffitt. Fortunately, though, Castle hangs onto his car and keeps his car going in the right direction. So we are just about a few laps away from hitting the halfway point in this race. It'll be about 13 to go when we finally go green here from Indy. Kevin Harvick out in front of the field. He was I believe he was in yesterday's Xfinity race. Kevin Harvick was. I believe he got 4th. Carl Edwards also in yesterday's race. Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano, and Jeff Gordon. Casey Kane, Clint Bowyer, Brad Keselowski, Kurt Busch, and Dale Jr. Then it's Martin Truex Jr. 11th. A nice run for Austin Dillon right now running 12th. Jimmy Johnson will gain points on Ryan Newman on the chase grid, but still, needs to gain points on Logano and McMurray. 14th is Ryan Blaney. 15th is Matt Kenseth. Kyle Larson, Jamie McMurray, Kyle Busch, Tony Stewart. Sam Hornish Jr., David Reagan, AJ Allmendinger, Brian Vickers, and Greg Biffle. Then we got Alex Bowman, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Eric Almirola, JJ Yaley, and Brett Moffitt. Matty Benedetto, David Gilliland, Michael Annette, Landon Castle, and Travis Kvapil. And then Trevor Bayne, Cole Witt, and Alex Kennedy. Jeb Burton, Justin Allgaier, Ryan Newman, and Casey Mears are out the race with 13 laps remaining. Looking at the point standings right now, not the chase grid, but the actual point standings. Kevin Harvick, I believe, is around 19th in points, somewhere in that area, maybe around maybe 16th, maybe 17th. But although he does have 2 wins, it's not been the cleanest and solid year for Kevin Harvick. Coming off a championship 1 year ago, one of the 5 drivers who is in the chase for sure. Coming back down in the green flag to get us underway for the 3rd time today. Edwards and Hamlin 2nd and 3rd on the 19 gets a great restart on the 4 Harvick. And here comes the number 19 back to the inside, Carl Edwards. Trying to get the lead away from the 4 of Kevin Harvick, and his teammate Denny Hamlin on the inside will go with them. And there's the 22 of Joey Logano, the 24 of Jeff Gordon makes it 3 wide up ahead. Hamlin down to the inside of Carl Edwards. Boyer got by Brad Kay. The top 5 pulls away, down the straightaway they go. Logano pushing Denny Hamlin. The 2 former teammates at Joe Gibbs Racing. The 11 and 22 as Edwards trying to hang tough on the outside. Jeff Gordon now 4th. Harvick down to 5th. Boyer up to 6th. Here comes Joey Logano on that inside. Harvick and Gordon door to door down the straightaway. By Hamlin up front, leading lap number 12 at Indy. And Boyer catching the top 5. Kurt Busch, Casey Kane, and Dale Jr. now your top 10. Where's the 48 of Jimmy Johnson? He's now 19th in that 48 car. Boyer and Keselowski has caught the top 5. It's Hamlin, Logano, Harvick, Gordon, and Carl Edwards. That 22 car does not have a win. Right now, Logano 15th on the chase grid. Then you got the 2 guys behind them, Kevin Harvick and Jeff Gordon, 2 drivers who are in the chase for sure because they both have 2 wins apiece. Edwards could use another win. Boyer could use another win. Keselowski is also in the chase. So is Casey Kane. Kurt Busch and Dale Jr., they have 1 when they were inside the top 10. Martin Truex Jr., Kyle Larson, Ryan Blaney, Matt Kenseth, and now Austin Dillon, Kyle Busch, Tony Stewart, Jimmy Johnson, McMurray, and Sam Hornish Jr. And it's just got laggy now. Here we go. Now Joey Logano up front. He will take the lead away from the number 11 and Denny Hamlin. And it is really starting to lag now here at the end of the race. Or middle portion of the race. Now the 4th Kevin Harvick on the inside of Joey Logano. Jeff Gordon's there on the inside. Carl Edwards and Denny Hamlin. You see Boyer and Keselowski. They have lost touch with the top 5 as they make the way from turn 4. Be 10 to go. New leader Kevin Harvick. But here comes Jeff Gordon on the inside. Jeff Gordon in his final race at the Brickyard at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. To the inside, he'll take the lead away. And I apologize for all the lag we're seeing. It's common with the NR 2003. Hamlin 3rd, Logano now trying to get 4th away from Kevin Harvick. And as these guys remain side by side, that will allow the 15 of Clint Boyer to close back in. Not sure why or how the 15 fell back. Possibly the 2 car. Keselowski tried to battle the 15. Kyle Larson back here moving by the 88. Ryan Blaney in the 21. Martin Truex Jr. in the 78. Austin Dillon and Tony Stewart now your top 15. And here are 2 guys trying to get in that last chase spot. Chase number 16. The 1 of Jamie McMurray and Jimmy Johnson. Kyle Larson moves by Kurt Busch. and Boyer once again losing touch with the top 5. As Jeff Gordon has yet to win in the 3M Chevrolet. Right now running a 49.69. These top 5 has been the class of the field so far today. Now to the inside comes Edwards. He pulls a block on his teammate Denny Hamlin. Gordon up the track down in turn 3. They all go by the 24. Now Denny Hamlin to the inside of Carl Edwards as we have another caution on the track. Looks like it is involving the 83 of Matt DiBenedetto. Racing back to the line. The leader at the line is the number 19 of Carl Edwards, Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano, Kevin Harvick, and Jeff Gordon. So we will have a few laps of green left when we go back green. Caution comes out. Looks like with Matt DiBenedetto, he gets run into by the number 6 of Trevor Bayne, and DiBenedetto spins down the front stretch, but he gets the car refired and he drives away. Right now we have 7 laps remaining, and we'll probably have around 4 laps of caution, which is kind of ridiculous, but that's usually how it is. Right now we would have at least 4 laps remaining. Should be able to go green this time by, and we will. So now we are going to get the green flag. If a caution comes out, they will race back to the line, and that will be the race, as we will not be able to have enough laps for a green-white checker. Carl Edwards, Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano, Kevin Harvick, and Jeff Gordon, Clint Boyer, Keselowski, Kane, Larson, and Ryan Blaney up inside the top 10. 38 cars on the track for 4 laps of racing. Who will it be? Back out, we're back on the way with 4 to go. Edwards gets a nice jump on his teammate Denny Hamlin. To the inside comes the 22 of Joey Logano on the inside of Denny Hamlin. That 4 of Kevin Harvick, he could use another win. Get him another bonus point towards the chase. Jeff Gordon and Clint Boyer now drives to the 11 of Denny Hamlin. Gordon drives by the 11. Now Clint Boyer on the inside. He drives by the number 11. And now Kevin Harvick to the inside of Joey Logano. Logano trying to stay in front. Harvick trying to make the inside lane work. Hamlin somehow was able to stay in front of the 15 of Boyer as Logano goes wide down in turn 3. Now Gordon to the inside. This is allowing the 19 of Carl Edwards to pull away. 3 laps to go at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for Carl Edwards. Carl got his first win of the year at Kentucky earlier this year. Now Boyer and Hamlin fighting with Logano in the 22. Jeff Gordon moves by Kevin Harvick for 2nd place. Denny Hamlin just fell back. He's now on the inside of Harvick moving by. Same with Logano in the 22, and Kyle Larson has gotten into battle. And we got the 2 Hendrick cars in the wall. We got Kurt Busch on the inside wall. The 41 is wrecking. The 48 and the 88 are off pace. And this will be the win right here for the 19 of Carl Edwards. He would become the 6th different driver to clinch a spot in the chase for sure. 14 different winners, but Carl will become the 6th driver to officially clinch a spot in the chase. Carl Edwards wins the Brickyard 400 from the pole, as we will not have enough laps for a green-white checker. Denny Hamlin 2nd place, a nice run for him. Nice run for Joey Logano, Jeff Gordon, and Kevin Harvick. Clint Boyer, Brad Keselowski, Kyle Larson, nice run. Casey Kane in the top 10 for McMurray 13th, and Johnson 22nd for the 48. Wait, is the caution out? The caution is not out. My bad. The 19 is still in the lead as the caution is not out. We saw the 41 of Kurt Busch get turned. There's the 41. But now we will go to the white flag this time by Ken Logano trying to get by the 11. Can he chase down race leader Carl Edwards? I still think Carl's going to win this race, though. He has a pretty good lead. These guys are continuing to run side by side. Logano takes 2nd away. Hamlin looks like he'll probably fall back to 4th. Maybe not he'll stay in 3rd. Gordon 4th, and Harvick your top 5. Clint Boyer has fell to 8th place. Tony Stewart and now McMurray your top 10. That 1 car needs as much points as he can get. And how about a top 10 runner out of Tony Stewart? Kyle Busch 14th right now. Ryan Blaney your top 15. Austin Dillon, Sam Hornish Jr., and Matt Kenseth your top 18. Logano's catching the leader, Carl Edwards, but it will not be enough. The number 19 of Carl Edwards will become the 6th driver to officially clinch a spot in the 2015 chase. Edwards will make it in as he wins the Brickyard 400 from the pole in the number 19. And once again, Joey Logano comes up just a bit short, 2nd place with the number 22. Denny Hamlin, Jeff Gordon, and Kevin Harvick your top 5. Brad Keselowski, Kyle Larson, Clint Bowyer, Tony Stewart, and Jim McMurray. Johnson does pick up a spot to 21st, and nice finishes for Alex Bowman, 18th, and J.J. Yeley comes home with the top 20 finish. Here's your results. Top 10, Keith Kane, Truex, Busch, Blaney, Hornish. And we're not going to go back and show what happened to Kurt Busch because we already saw that. He got turned and hit the inside wall. Indy 31st. After making contact with the outside wall with his teammate, the 48. But that is all here from Indianapolis. Next weekend, the NASCAR Spring Up Series will be live from the Pocono Raceway for the final race at the Tricky Triangle this year. Also joining in will be the NASCAR Camping Road Truck Series. The NASCAR Xfinity Series will be live from the Iowa Speedway, the US Cellular 250. Until then, congrats to Carl Edwards as he becomes driver number 6 to make the chase for sure in 2015. Goodbye, everyone.